Alright, abusia mami mo bibia akwaba. And I am president of the Republic of Ghana, Yewra John Dramani Mahama. Ekopie Ghana emrache bedwafie edi a State of the Nations address ekoto edwa. Na abusia okopie honom no enede a lot of things happen what you say. Me ba no bi yin snappy. Baby we se wote. Said the minority ni some mo kan. Any baby Yewra John Dramani Mahama na nkasa. Now why you so emotional to that? Emma obo no ankasa ne din a promise to that. Abusia said your almost share no. Ye hwe said the dwumadi ni esi e sha ase e fae. After so kind the Ghana national anthem no omuka wie no eno de e na ohya ase so de nsem e to dwa said the MPP amayeku no omobetena Ghana so for over 8 good years omo aye omayewe omuka ne say economic hardship sikadie dwirim chese enema pii akoso over 8 good years you are joined the money Mahama. And then Oboboni so, and I'm very pretty sure say wow when you be eti. Now baby ana or you very keen to that and answer baby ana ni abre ana hopese Ghana for ihu sampa ni abre pa the current rules are away ebe inheriti. The ni na say ono ogina so ebonidi ono John Dramani Mahama obes of gunso.
Tend to address the numerous challenges facing us as a nation. Yesterday, February 26, 2025, marks exactly 10 years since I stood in this chamber at this very spot to declare my determination to fix Dumso, a legacy problem of power shortages. And Mr. Speaker, I fixed it. Yes, I promised to fix it, and I did. And I wish to place firmly on record that from January 2016 until I handed over the administration of this country on January 7, 2017, there was no power rationing or load management in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, today, inspired by the Almighty God and propelled by the massive mandate given to me by the good people of Ghana, I am moved to make a similar purposeful and bold declaration that I, John Dramani Mahama, I will fix the economic crisis confronting our country and reset it on a path of growth and prosperity.
Abusia owie no na chese oka ni nsem na owie no and on the side of minority Yewra Kwamena Afenyo Markin so eji ni kasemu e do se omompanyini wakasa pa me nso me ubika e na o sha se ono nso ode ni nsem e to dwa nsem a Kwamena Afenyo Markin e kan ni so ebidie
more divide. You have appointed few ministers but more and more and more presidential staffers and more committees. Has any concerns, his duty is to fix it. The Vice, Mr. Speaker, has the President any budget? This is the budget he inherited, the revenues he inherited that he has used for this purpose. The same government is condemning. Mr. Speaker, he has today told us that we have 2.2 million Ghanaians unemployed. But what he has forgotten, Mr. Speaker, on the streets of Accra today, the youth of the country are saying that Mahama Bakun termination bebre. Mr. Speaker, we are happy to hear from the President that he is going to launch the Nkokon Kitinkiti. We are happy to hear this, but we are curious because only yesterday we heard of a confirm. Mr. Speaker, the president now feeding the children well. What he didn't say was that at the time he assumed office, the previous government had paid every single one of the caterers. What he failed to tell Ghanaians was that President John Adekun Kufuor, who is seated in this chamber, was the one who initiated the school feeding program. He did not acknowledge him. Mr. Speaker, the youth of the NDC besieged the headquarters of the NDC demanding for jobs. Where are the jobs? Mr. Speaker, today we are seeing the 184 or so filling this chamber, the 183, plus the independent MPs who have caucus with the NDC. Today this house is full, but Mr. Speaker, Mr. President must know that the majority is frustrated. They don't come to the chamber because there are no jobs for them. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, when Akufo-Addo was here on his last sonar, Akufo-Addo had patience for Emmanuel Ama Kofi-Boa to speak. Mr. Speaker, there must be patience for the minority side. I cannot be limited, Mr. Speaker. Let me finish. Mr. Speaker, what we have heard today fails to acknowledge the strides made in the last 8 years. Mr. Speaker, the President failed to acknowledge that he came to meet a peaceful and a stable country. Mr. Speaker, the President failed to tell us that in spite of all the crisis, consistently the Akufo-Addo government was able to increase wages And the minimum we did was 11% as compared to his 10%.
Honorable Minority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, to conclude.
your time is
Mr.
up.
Speaker, to conclude.
Honorable members, my attention has been drawn to the presence of more distinguished members. And I want to draw your attention to them. Honorable members, we have with us in the chamber Honorable Bernard Honorable members, we also have the national chairman of the PNC, Mr. Asaki Samson Awingobit, and we have the PNC vice presidential candidate in the person of Joycelyn Akofa Doche. Honorable members, I now put the question. The motion has been moved and seconded. As many as are in favor of adjournment, say aye. As many as against, say no. I think the ayes have it. Honorable members, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. The House is accordingly adjourned till Friday, 28 February 2025 at 10 o'clock in the forenoon. The House is adjourned.
Inti na chese ene Parliament House wodi na ehu papa na we ana Captain Caucus Martin so atena se ehu se ene captain ne look die different o anami kwa na mi hu ni sa yes Caucus Martin and then you look different. But I know the subject matter, but the subject matter and it's Captain Caucus Smart Atlasia identify I neighbor who say and these members of parliament or maybe weak. So Bekaya, come enough for your market, Cassis, I will say, and these members of parliament are most or more majority in your Mumba parliament or Mumba, Tamope and Omuba or Mumbeba so dear or Muba no more 1 or 2. The same thing and Captain Caucus Smart kind of or see and these members of parliament, especially the leading Caucus, the leading member who is Mr. Mahama Ayarga, or you'll be a sebi. Let me say, or you 2 weeks. Now you're Captain Smart as the one be at the Afenyo Markin said the oil Uncle Swa Enge.
Ebe baso. Na Mesa Kabium, but say, if you do not want to be seen as weak, develop a strategy. NDC majority now more parliamentary. You guys are weak. Me, I'm telling you. You are weak in strategy. And you are weak in implementing your strategy if there's any. Because Ghana for shall say kase. Papa and your friends say I hear more. So are you weak? You think that Ghana for na ye parliament or no? You think we don't have eyes to see? You guys are weak. Look, the other Cape Coast MP now will take it over, I think a day or two. No? Ricky Hagen, he came with a strategy. Afenyo Markin was actually not comfortable with Ricky Hagen's plan and strategy. So Afenyo Markin could not do his small acts plan. He couldn't execute it. Because Ricky Hagen did not come in with any, He also came with a plan, with a strategy to contain the small acts. So the small acts got lost. It is all realized here, Edu baby na Afenyo Markin so mantem. Otumi kura jatum sa long. Edu baby, one of the appointees to kura can say yenye ntemi yenko na Afenyo Markin sama. You remember? So have a strategy. Don't portray yourself to the world that you are weak. Because you think you have the numbers, you go to the floor of the house, vote, and then you pass the people. That's not it. We know, say you have the majority, overwhelming majority. We are aware. And we know. But you can have one American seal. One American seal, say, or Vietnam. One person can deal with 500 Vietnamese soldiers. So it is not about the quantity. We are not talking about the number. We are looking at how quality the things you were doing. And I can't watch them. I mean, somebody should devise a strategy. I mean, the guy is asking questions. Afenyo Markin will not stop us. Afenyo Markin is the oil and crying. Honestly, Afenyo, don't stop. Excesses nearby. You can't watch them say, "Oh, Afenyo, wait there. Why you atraso?" You can't watch them, but Afenyo jai the oil na. Hey. One by forever and ever. And I told you right from the beginning of the show, say in politics, everything and anything makes sense. In politics, so we need to catch on there. Anything and everything makes sense. It is up to you sitting back to either find or come out with a plan or a strategy to make the sense-making strategy a useless one. And the NDC are more parliament. You are gradually, and you have succeeded telling us, say, we are weak. Because I could not see any plan, there's no strategy, there's nothing. And once I'm motivated, Afenyo Markin is a question, so now my G3. Son of no, somebody dream so big, Martin, Afenyo will not stop. So Afenyo so jai de oye ne so a ye mu bi so be question no. Yes. Ye de Sam George koye no. Ese so obisa the questions about communication. Me ya me betena ha kan. Say ye koye no mu kakra. And how he's doing his things no. Once Afenyo movie we changing gear no. Mo realize it here. Or the Sam George all the dirty things he wanted to do. So now, he's bringing into the fold what I call political classical comedy. That is what Afenyo Markin says. Classical political comedy. And Afenyo Markin and so what follow practical politics are. You would understand Afenyo Markin say, you need somebody who understands politics at that level to also come out with a strategy to meet him squarely. And when you kayo, I said, there be no fabe also. And when you kayo, means stop you be a nati ya wasanchi. Sign. And then you kayo, and you fabe also, and a more year. The Etienne say, Anka onubu says our question, no say papa and soren sagbajano. I've told you, Afenyo Markin will not stop. What are you talking about? Kufo Kasa or Juna 7 who 15 times. And so another word about that's J. Kufo for you. Kufo in your basanyo. You see? Ghana. Not here. So it's like asking J.A. Kufuor, so on Kasa to say Captain Smart. Say J.A. Kufuor on Kasa to say Kwame Nkrumah. It is not possible. So what do you have to do? We are MC with J.A. Kufuor, People's Assembly as here. Any question which 10 people, boom, so maybe some question, Kufuor answer 10 questions. You made it 17 hours. And so you call People's Assembly. Time na former Fantsman MP. Asama Boateng information minister na. Yaje first 3 year, ne amaje answer. Yaje 3 year, ne amana answer. Enti Kufuor wo sada de yaje 3 yaje 5 na yenye ntem ne yenko. Enti ye use yenye strategy to push him to answer the questions no and tempt him. Said about you to be People's Assembly because on one kasa kra no otena se che bebre it is not good for his health as a president. Also osonwa. So we realize that the way that the answer questions no say kasa ye jane sa obe answer sa obe che. Because I remember you call BBC back one question for almost 15 minutes. No answer half. No person answer so. So ye handle no ye responsibility to devise a strategy. Then, as some about to say, I don't want to say, you're for the Basi Basa. Kojo, Wunjadi, you're for the Basi Basa. Ulbanu Hudoy, Basi Basan, Temtema, Obama Yads and Tem. And then that was it. Kufuor answered everything. That was the People's Assembly. Papa Bika said, oh no, I made them in Perry. One mama upon Chimam Kayen. What can I say, People's Assembly? No, I Cape Coast. I was there. Yes. I mean, me Papa Ponche. One mama upon Chimam Kayen. That was it. And you see, so you need, when somebody is adopting classical political comedy, what's the you may think that he's making noise. You don't know. You need a strategy. So, as by now, more na modie NDC4, muni mo nominees. Say winim say Afenyo Markins beba. Echina Afenyo beba. And to say obisa question. Na yem pese obe answer. There's no need. You can overrule some of the questions, but some of them must be done with strategy, so that nobody will see even that the chairman overruled the question. Yes, some you can overrule in public. I can make us say, "Wunya who say me fa me pen no." Na madane meni ahwa Afenyo Markins na nkasa obisa question na meni ye dem so me dey aboho baako. Na me dey aboho mi du a. The chairman say question no, don't answer. When I say don't answer, don't say that, Mr. Chair, I will not answer the question. No, you can't do that. There's a very proper diplomatic manner of refusing to answer certain questions. Mr. Chair, with all due respect to the Honorable Minority Leader, I really do not have the answer here. I promise that I will make the answer available to the committee. Yes, Sir Agbaja. Chairman, I yes strategy. Amam who say you can say oh sorry sir Agbaja. Mr. Chair, I'm sorry, I'm not very good in dancing, and I would like to say that I don't know how to dance Agbaja. If the Honorable Minority Leader can actually teach me how to dance, I will follow suit. No, I'll run the national call. So when somebody is adopting classical political comedy, yenchira book mu, yenchira University of Ghana. If you don't know, I'm telling you, wunya bibia wunso political science. No, there's nowhere they teach classical political comedy, and it's a serious strategy. That is what Afenyo Markins is adopting now. Where your friend is saying, Sam George, don't know kuja to only now my deputies and he's adopting this strategy. So the NDC majority in Parliamentary, you guys should set up no munjai some weak attitude near approach na more.
That just in on way and summer. Yeah, and then it's me akoso and the be. And the President Akufo I joined Dramani Mama Mufanchemi. wahyɛ ne dwumadi ase gidigidi dwumadi no deɛ ɔno wadi kaka sɛ the researching agenda no the moment a Ghana for ma na kwanya so ɔmɛtena ɔman yi so na ɛna the researching agenda no ɛhyɛ aseɛ nti no ɔno deɛ wahyɛ ase a ɔyɛ adwuma so you could hear say nsɛm a na ɔka nyinaa no he was so emotional to that and entitled to say ɔbɛyɛ saa ade na Ghana for yɛde ahyɛ ne nsa no ɛna ɔbɛmaki sure sɛ ɔbɛgye di mpa ama Ghana for ahu sɛ ampa yɛto aba over family ɛde ma yɛwura Diminished Mahama ɛne NDC aban ɔmo aba abɛyɛ de abɛsom ɔman yi yie nti abusua mɛsrɛ sɛ wo nso baabi a wɔ biara no do comment bɛtom na yɛmɛhu adwenkyerɛ na walike dwumadie na wahyɛ na afoforɔ ɛnyɛ bi ahwɛ me maame kyɛe baafoɔ ɛwɔ United States of America ɔhwɛ Mega TV abɛ na bɛ nyinaa Nyankopɔn ɛnhyira me maame saa nso maame wɔ yɛ bi ɛwɔ UK Nyankopɔn ɛnhyira me maame ɔhwɛ Mega TV ɛne wo nso a de bia ogye mbrɛ na ɔhwɛ Mega TV no Nyankopɔn kɔ so ɔkyɛ na adeɛ wɔ mu ni sɛ wonya subscribe ogya subscribe na bɛka yɛn platform wi ɛho ɛsan sa ha deɛ ɛba no news ɛba no nsɛm mpɛnsɛmpɛnsɛm paa deɛ a ɛkyɛ sɛ Mega TV no ɛna wobɛnya no abɛ na bɛ nyinaa nti abusua mesrɛw na masoro bio sɛ kotodwe gufoɔ mepakyɛw subscribe na bɛka yɛn ho na biribia ntimi ɛnkɔ so na biribia ntimi ɛnyɛ de ɛnyɛ waano nti ɛnɛ yɛwura Diminished Mahama ɛkɔpie wɔ Parliamentary na kyɛ sɛ these are the key points a ɛwɔ sɛ mede bɛsom mo na mo nso mohu ne yie na Ghanafoɔ ɛtimi ɛkɔ ani as time goes on no deɛ ɛbɛpiem biara yɛde bɛba abɛsom mo bɛgyina no Mega makoro bibiara bye bye.